Hello, it's Jonathan here, DJ Puff the Third. Bit of a late rise today, it's at least 1 PM. I had a really bad night with my overbody stinging, head ringing, ears ringing. All kinds of crap. It's just the usual unknown. I need a shower really, but it's only going to be temporary relief. But anyway, I've come outside and I've just reinstated the water bowl for the birds and the animals. Esme Florine's out here. But it's now November the 9th and there's a bit of colour out here. And I did cut back the lavender, so we'll swap it round the Communal Garden. So this is the Communal Garden at the moment, and as you can see we have a little bit of autumn colour here. The Cyclamen is beginning to turn a nice lemon yellow colour. And another one here, Cyclamen, that's even more of that yellow, and just a bog standard sycamore, and that's a very strong mustard with brown speckles on it. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not the most interesting tree, but there's a good colour on that. Sycamore, Cyclamen. I've just noticed this as well, which is a bit strange. One of the roses has kicked off again. It's November, and this is probably a Wheatcroft rose from the 60s. I should imagine it is a Harry Wheatcroft rose. So that rose has taken off again, which is a bit strange. As I said, I've been doing some cutting back, so this gooseberry bush, I don't think it ever produces any fruit, but it's just like a tiny mini hedge, and I've cut that back again. But autumn is here, fall is here, and it's all energies going back into the ground now. This Rudbeckia, I think it's still got a bit of time behind it before I cut that to the ground. This is a Erissimum, which used to be my mother's, and I gave one to the priestess and the New Age priestess, and I think it's the one that has the purple and yellow, all different colour mixed flowers. And yes, I did cut the lavenders back, so we got 1, 2, 3 different lavender plants here. And as you can see, there's a sweet chestnut turning here as well. Little young sweet chestnut that I didn't dig up. Or at least I know where it is now. And this is the bigger lavender. I've cut that back too. Here she comes. Yeah. Also, strawberries. If you've got strawberries outdoors, these will actually turn colour in the autumn as well, as you can see. So these are very late, the next few days, if we do get a bit cooler. What I need to do really is move these strawberries into a recycle bin. I need to get a recycle bin, fill it with compost and put them into that. But it's having the room. The Pitiosporum, I cut the lower bits off the bottom. Everly Brothers in the background, bloody hell, would you believe it? Oh, Carol. And I planted some garlic here. It was just replanting what had already grown, so hopefully they'll get used to the the climate in this location, even though climate's all over the place. But I'll put garlic in this block here. And over here I've put cuttings. I'm trying to do cuttings of acers. I've been told that honey and cinnamon is like a hormone rooting powder type thing. I don't know if that's true or not. I've tried it. I took cuttings of Acer bergerianum, which is a Japanese colourful acer, and we'll just have to see. And this is that fern that I got from Buckland in Surrey. I thought it was a shuttlecock fern, but it wasn't, and it was actually growing with rhizomes, so we'll have to see what happens there. The Mahonia in the corner, it's got flowers coming on it for the first time. But apart from that, it's all looking a bit quiet. Like I just said, I just put the water bowl back out, cleaned it and put it out. We do have mushrooms at the back here, and I think eventually they would turn into funnel caps. Or maybe I'm wrong, but the local slugs and snails are just making a meal of them basically. But I put all kinds of wood chip and everything down here, so that's probably where the mushrooms fungi are coming from. They will end up funnel caps eventually, but once the cold has them. See the mush here, maybe I should keep it covered up, that way the slugs and stuff can't get on them. Yeah, but basically it's winding down now. It's looking pretty tidy. I never did get to tie up the Verbena bonariensis. Yeah, she is. She does love the garden. Yeah, I can't really update on much. This was a cutting that one of the neighbours took. We took it off of the rosemary. For some strange reason it hasn't died, which is, he put a lavender in as well, and that came to nothing. But it looks like the rosemary is taken, and I'm very surprised. What? 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 What do you want? Eh? Well, you can't get in. Huh? Hmm? Huh? Huh? Shove it. Shove it. You can open it, you can shove it. There you go. Try again. And this is another Acer bergerianum cutting, but at the bottom I've planted it into a potato, a small potato. And yeah, the parsley has grown, but it's not exactly tidy. It's got bits and marks all over in it. It's wrinkled, and I think that the moss leaf, moss curled parsley is a lot better. We can see if it comes back next season, keeps growing next season, but I'm not holding my breath, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm very surprised that the rosemary took. We've got a mint here. Really need to use that a bit more. Peppermint or spearmint. I think it's a peppermint, so it's nice to have a peppermint there. The heuchera, old style heuchera, and there's a box there, but it's the Box Hill box, not the topiary box. And this corner I've just basically been planting cyclamen. So I've got outdoor cyclamen. There is one there that is an indoor one. We'll have to see how it copes. It has got a few new leaves on it, but it's basically outdoor cyclamen here. A couple of them have been brought in, so I've got 4 of them. I think I just heard a goldfinch. But yeah, I mean, it's looking tidier. I've done a bit of work just to tidy it up for the winter. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I think what I might do next year, this fern, it looks lush enough now, but when it comes to the spring, I might cut this fern right back and let it come back fresh, and that should give a few of the other, well, it's only really ivy and conifer in there, but I might cut that fern back and let it come back fresh. But you can see look at that Herb Robert seeded all the way up the side there. Unbelievable. I did put yellow rattle seed in here as well. I went to Keston and I got some yellow rattle seed, but the problem is I'm pretty sure the day or two after I put the yellow rattle seed down, the pigeons must have eaten all of it, because I couldn't see them anymore. Look, there's more mush here. Look at all these mush. Lots of mush here, there and everywhere. But will the cold knock them on the head? It's something to do with the wood, or wood somewhere. Maybe there's a spruce trunk buried underground that's eventually made its way into the ground. But yes, it's all looking very autumnal, isn't it? Oh, she's back again. And she's locked herself out again. You locked yourself out again. Eh? Huh? Huh? Ah, you are silly. These were this summer's pelargoniums, pink pelargoniums. I literally dug some of them up and potted them on. This one's potted on, and I gave a couple of them away. This was a spare lavender that the New Age priestess gave me, so I put it into one of the pots, the tramlink pots. And there's a fern here that I got. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it. I haven't figured it out yet. And just general other stuff. But that's about it, I think. That's an update on the Communal Garden, the doomed garden. I've got to go into town now. We'll take another look at the buggy. Front tyre, sadly, keeps going down continuously. I thought it was the valve, but it's probably the inner tube. It's a pretty tough tyre, so I can keep pumping it up, and it will stay up for a little while, but I'll probably have to order a new front tyre for it, or look at the